Former Prime Minister and leader of the parliamentary opposition in the St. Kitts and Nevis National Assembly, Dr. Denzil Douglas, has labelled false an accusation attributed to Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris. Responding to a question raised by SKN Newsline during the Labour Party's press conference on the 2nd of October, Dr. Douglas said the Prime Minister, in a presentation to nationals in the New York tri-state area, accused him of mismanaging the economy and of borrowing over $250 million from the IMF to pay civil servants while he was Prime Minister. Douglas said that the Prime Minister was deliberately false with his statement.
And why it is so blatantly a lie is that Dr. Harris was part of the government when the decision was taken by the administration to seek support from the IMF as we structured the economy along a plan that was framed internally in the Ministry of Finance by our finance officers, led, of course, by the Financial Secretary. Dr. Harris knows that the amount that was provided by the IMF in the facility of about 87 million US dollars, which was an SPA, special agreement that was made between the government of St. Kitts and Nevis and the International Monetary Fund. Dr. Harris, who claims to be an accountant and maybe does some economics, knows that nowhere in any article, any law, any rule or regulation established by the IMF for such financial support, it could never be used to pay civil servants. So to blatantly lie to the people of this country and basically bring the IMF into disrepute and bringing the IMF into our local political debates is a clear indication that Harris is clutching at straws.
According to Dr. Douglas, Prime Minister Harris brought the IMF into disrepute.
A call yesterday from someone high in the IMF and wanted to know if they were reading different documents than were presented, than those which were presented to the government of St. Kitts and Nevis back in 2011. In fact, Dr. Harris should be ashamed to speak of the IMF. Over almost 18 months after the IMF had assessed our economy, we still cannot get the IMF report of last year. Still cannot get it. And so to involve in his political debates, clutching at straws, making reference to the IMF, we borrowing $250 million from the IMF to pay public servants. Absolute nonsense.
Dr. Douglas, leader of the opposition, St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party, speaking at a press conference. Glenn Bad for SKN Newsline.